Welcome. CPI day. Now, CPI coming in just couple of hours. Dollar, gold, Gbpsd. We see that at its highest volatility in couple of days. So this session as well as the next session are very important for this week. And today is, I would say, that the most important day of the week, as there will be FOMC later today. So I would like to look at the market from a different angle to see what is the best trade possible available in the market for us. Now, before I begin this very important live session, I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. And once I see everyone is present, I can start full-blown analysis for the day. So I would appreciate if you say yes. Miyadu, hi, how are you, bro? You are lucky teacher. Thank you very much. Greeting to all. Thanks a lot. Hi, coach. Hope you are doing well. With Mubarak, US30 touch the nick with bullish candle. Place your analysis. Thanks in advance. Thank you very much. Ground Rising, Tony, welcome. Ahmad, hi, Mr. Coach, welcome. Accuser, hello everyone. Hello, thank you very much. Azzy, good morning. Good morning, Azzy. Thank you for joining. Gaurav, Coach, good morning. Good morning. Jane, let's go. Thank you very much. John, good morning, Coach. Thank you. Thanks for joining the live session. And there is a very good move on after this manipulation on GJ. We can see that after forming a double bottom formation, the market has clearly moved back towards the upside. This is currently trending aggressively. So let me first look at the Gbpsd to see what we can expect today. Now, Gbpsd currently in a very strong bullish trend. Now, if you look at the overall picture, now I will be doing full multi-time frame analysis first, and then we'll see what level we can look at this market to trade. So if we look at this market from, first of all, monthly chart to see bigger picture. Okay, so if we look at the bigger picture on Gbpsd, we can see that there is a monthly middleman here with a long wick at the top, and with a long wick at the top on GJ. On the monthly, the price has gone up, feel that long wick, and this is the monthly candle. Still we have 20 more days to go, but the way the market structure has formed, I think that GJ might try to break the previous monthly high before coming for a deeper liquidity, or because it's a very strong bullish candle previous months, which is a middleman, and middleman it's also a breakout candle from this structure. I think we might see further bounce on GJ, but anything can happen. As you can see, trading is all about probability and looking from always a bigger picture perspective. So we still can expect GJ after a pullback to remain bullish. And looking at the weekly chart on GJ, we can see that previous week it has formed a very powerful liquidity candle, followed by, we have seen that this week the market opened with a gap and then has got a bounce. Now, because previous 2 weeks it was a bit in a sideways and liquidity gap, so it has a momentum in this market at the moment from the weekly. So we can expect GJ now to bounce back towards the upside to create a new higher high. So there is a high probability, at least we can expect another 100 pip move, and not from this place. We will be discussing where we can look for that entry at the moment. Now, looking at the daily, we see that from the daily there is an inverted head and shoulder, and in that inverted head and shoulder there is also you can see that in this inverted head and shoulder, this support here is a liquidity grab, and with that liquidity grab, the market gained a momentum, and it's now previous day. If we narrow down to the daily, yesterday we saw a candle with a long wick at the top. It is also a kind of middleman. As a result, we can see that the market is trying to feel that it's a weak fill situation. So therefore, from the daily as well, we can see potential upside on GJ. Now, we cannot just buy right now because it's not in a zone that we can enter. It's a directional bias from bigger picture perspective. At the moment, this is the daily support here on GJ, and that's where we can look for the price action confirmation if there is anything that we can look for entry on GJ. So from the intraday 4 hour, this is the 49 minutes remaining for this candle to close, and we see that there was this red candle was a complete manipulation in the major direction, against the major direction of the trend previous session, so which has given a lot of liquidity for this price to remain bullish, and as a result we saw that the market started to move up. So there is a probability for upside, so any downside pullback on the lower time frame, as we have seen from the monthly, it's a bull market. So this is the 15 minutes, and especially on the 15 minutes I want to see that GJ has come back here to this daily support level. Now there is a daily, you can see that there is a dodgy back-to-back 315 minutes dodges here, and from that zone the market has got a very strong rejection, expecting for the price to come back down to those levels where there is high liquidity. So this is the intraday support. I want to see that GJ has dropped and broken and retested. So intraday support that we will be looking on GJ to find entry opportunity. Okay, so yeah, so these are some of the supports that we want to see that Gbpusd has retested and then has given us potential entry opportunity. Now it might just keep pushing high. If it is keeping, if it is remaining bullish without coming here, then we need to look to see where we can find entry along the way. But at the moment, let's expect it to drop, because if we buy, we need to buy from a high probability zone so that we have a good risk reward for this trade, and that's what I will be waiting to see on GJ. So this is the analysis on Gbpusd. I will also keep you guys posted, and we'll keep watching price action. If there is any change in market sentiment, yes, we will be looking for entry. This is forming here, it is forming a bullish price action. It might just keep pushing high because it already grabbed enough liquidity here. Okay, so we will be waiting to see a bit more clear confirmation for any kind of entry. So for me, it's a bullish market, so I will be looking for a bullish entry opportunity on Gbpusd. And thank you for joining the live session. I would appreciate if you smash a like button, and also hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done yet, press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. I see everyone is here. Thanks for joining. Ice Cream, welcome. Waro, good morning. Oladale, good morning. Zain Langa, good morning. Thank you very much. First time, welcome. If you are first time, definitely I would recommend you stick to the channel. I'm sure that you will enjoy here. Not because that we will give you all winning trades. We do have losing trades, but here you learn the real trading. So it's important to know that, guys, keep in mind that. So it's a big important factor to remember if you are beginner as a trader. Professional trader who are profitable and make a living out of trading, they have more losing trade than winning trade. See, this is a very powerful statement that you can write it down at the top of your trading plan. It will blow your mind and it will give you a big understanding about how trading works, and that's how you can learn and grow as a trader. So I'm repeating again, professional traders, that means that profitable traders who make living out of trading, they have more losing trade than winning trades. So therefore, having a losing trade could make you profitable if you know how to run the winner to the highest potential. So it's not about being right at every trade, but about being consistent in your risk management and then grow your account so that you can make living out of trading. So I hope that's a very powerful thing that you can write it down on your trading plan. Absolutely will be helpful. Let me know if you relate with that. Give a thumbs up, guys. Good morning, welcome. Good morning. Today we're gonna make it. Yes, welcome. Can you check gold? Yes, we can. Absolutely. If we connect the Tokyo high and low with FIB, price touched to the 50% exactly by London start. Very deep analysis. We'll be looking at that. Harry, good morning. Trade to, my guess is gold is going bull now. Can you please analyze and confirm? Hello, welcome. Good morning. Thumbs up, guys. Welcome. Thanks for joining. All right, so cool. Now we can see that GJ from here got a bounce. Okay, here we might see that now this market just keep pushing high. Okay, so I will not be a bit of concern here because I wanted to see that the market has given us a bit of high probability trade setup. We see back-to-back two dojis being formed on the 15 minutes. So even locally on the lower time frame, we can look at those levels. If they are breaking, yeah, definitely we can look to see how the price action is forming. I think that we might see price might keep moving up to this 192, 80 to 84 level. Okay, so we'll leave it there. We'll wait for an entry opportunity on GJ. Let's look at the gold to see what the market is doing now. Gold, we have seen that there was a local drop here, and after this local drop, the market slowly trying to rebound. Let's see the intraday time frame, 4 hour, and looking at the daily chart. Now looking at daily here on gold, we can see that from the daily time frame, this is the daily chart here. This is a daily impulse followed by a narrow correction, and we have seen that there is another impulse on the daily. Now what we have seen that from the daily time frame, this is the previous daily long wick at the top with a healthy body here. Now looking at the daily perspective, what we can see on gold, we can see that it's a long-term bullish market. Let me look at a monthly chart on gold. We can see that from the monthly, again I'm looking at the completely bigger picture perspective. So from the monthly, we can see that it's a bullish market, strongly bull market with a so far in the first 10 days on gold, we can see that there is a massive bounce on this market. So any pullback coming is basically buyers are buying because it's a no man's land. There is no reference at the top for any resistance. So at the end we might see a free rise, like the free fall. So it's like a blown out. It could happen. It might take unlimited to the upside, and then might just have a reversal. So at the moment we can see that gold is in a very strong bullish move, and we could see the market is keep pushing high. If we look at the weekly chart here, where we can see that weekly previous week, you can see it's a weekly almost no week candle, which is a very this weekly candle had a huge volume in that candle. So therefore this week so far we have seen initial pullback. So this candle also getting ready for another move, and therefore expecting gold today with the CPI to give another bullish move. So any drop is where we can look for potential buying opportunity on gold. Now daily chart so far, except this red candle, it's a big bullish move. So today's candle so far we can see that after yesterday's long wick at the top, today the market still showing bullish momentum, and I have drawn a support here, today's low and also the yesterday's low, which is absolutely important because the market was maintaining series of higher low. So any break of the daily low is where the opportunity to buy again after price action confirmation. So from the 4-hour perspective, a bullish here, this is a bullish candle, a rejection liquidity candle. Now expecting it to break again, which is the daily low and also yesterday's low. In between that, where we can look for another entry. Let's look at now the lowest time frame here on the 15 minutes, and in that lower time frame what we can see, this is the move, okay, and pullback, a move, okay. So this is where the previous daily low, and with that previous daily low, okay, so previous daily low, where we can see that the market has formed this structure, and we can see that there's a local downside here. So that local downside, if we look at from a very lower time frame perspective, might bring the price a bit more lower here. So for me, the zone that I will be interested to look at mostly is the intraday support that I have drawn here. So if you look at here, this is the intraday support that want to see the market is respecting or reacting, I would say. So these are the two important support level. Want to see the market is coming here, getting that rejection from that zone. Okay, so this is the lower time frame that I want to see gold is giving us price action confirmation. Now one thing, it's a notoriously bullish market. I would say notoriously is because it's very aggressive, and therefore selling is a kind of suicidal attempt here. So I would be definitely looking to buy only on gold once we see the market has done enough pullback and it's in an important liquidity zone. Alright guys, hope that you are enjoying this live session. If you are enjoying, I would appreciate your support to the channel by giving a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting. Jane Langa, welcome. Khalid sir, NASDAQ, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Please look at NASDAQ, NAS100. Okay, so if we look at NASDAQ, looking at the daily, Okay, so if we look at the daily chart on NASDAQ, there is a daily pin bar here, which is a very strong bullish impulse. And if we look at the monthly chart on NASDAQ, we can see that from the monthly, this is the monthly impulse on NASDAQ, and we can see followed by, so far this month we have seen series of higher low. From the weekly, after the previous weekly candle, this week we can see that the market has got a bounce. Looking at the daily chart and daily pin bar here, so basically it's a bullish market we see on NASDAQ. From the lower time frame, if we look at the lower time frame here, we can see how the market might be doing. Now you can see there is an impulse, very narrow correction. I wouldn't go long here because I think that we might see an imbalance here, and at some point we could see that consolidation and deceleration and coming back down to form that potential inverted head and shoulder. And from that zone, it's where you can look for bullish opportunity on NASDAQ. So you can see on the 1 hour, it is a bit clearly showing there is a you can see a breakdown, double bottom formation, breakout, consolidation, breakdown again, and then trending to the upside. So we need to see this to happen so that it basically tests this smart money zone, which is the order block. And from that order block, once we see the market has broken well below to this order block, that's where after any kind of liquidity candle formation, then we can look for bullish opportunity on NASDAQ. Okay, so it's a bull market, but better to wait for a manipulation first, and with that manipulation, basically the market highly likely we could see it's retesting this support. This is the 1 hour chart, merging with that, and then going back up to the resistance level. So if the market drops here, keeping the stop loss below this low, at least more than 2 to 1 reward to risk would be a good trade idea. Just my opinion. Hope that is making sense to you. And let me know. Thanks for joining. I would appreciate if you guys can let me know if you can hear me here in this live session. Hope that I'm heard and listen everywhere. Can you let me know, guys? You can hear me, the mics and everything is working well. And today we're gonna make it. Yeah. C. Okay, so your name is C here. Okay, today you're gonna make it. Okay, I hope today you're gonna make it. I hope today we gonna make it. You know that the hope language is very, very, very important, because we might, more often we put a very less emphasis on the language. But keep in mind, trader, language is very, very powerful, because the brain literally take everything we say to us inside and outside. So if we say, let's say, I hope, that means you still doubt on that statement. Secondly, if you say that we're gonna make it today, that means you only want to make it today. You don't want to make it tomorrow. So we are. So that's what it is. Everyone makes what they are. So anything you want to make, you just become and then let it happen, right? So that's what the real secret is. So instead of hoping that you're gonna make it today, so there are two variables here that make uncertainty potential. Firstly, you're hoping, so you're gonna hope it which may happen, may not happen. There's a doubt in it. Secondly, you only want to make today. So the certainty is the more vividly you will have something that you're gonna make it, the easier it's gonna be in your experience. So if I paraphrase this statement, that I would say that I'm sure that I'm making it, okay, in the present tense. So I'm sure that I'm making it. So what will happen is that when we say that, we literally started to see that an image inside our mind that is gonna happen. Okay, so let's keep believing it. As long as you keep focus, belief and faith on your ability that it's happening, you're gonna be profitable as a trader, or whatever you want to do, even not trading, maybe something else. So always stay very strong, committed to your goal and abilities and vision, and definitely gonna make it. Good morning, welcome. WUSD, thank you, welcome. Yes, it's clear, thank you. Loud and clear, welcome. Yes, very clear, welcome. See, you're loud and clear. You're gonna make it every day. Well, yep, you're gonna make it every day, every moment. Yes, sir, your voice is clear. Welcome, thank you. Loud and clear, thank you. Regret, thank you, sir. I'm sure that I'm making it. Well done, well done. Good job. So let's begin to see. Now, at the same time, you see, you need to balance both sides. It's the balance between two sides. Now, also, because you are making sure 100%, don't risk the entire trading account, because if you're gonna be so confident that you are making it, so you might think that, okay, because I'm so confident that I'm making it today, no doubt about it, why should I buy one lot? Let's buy 10 lot, and then the other way around. So make sure that you balance both sides. Okay, there is, when you say 24-hour and you expect a sunny day, and you sure that you experience a sunny day, keep in mind that at the end of the sunny day there is a dark night coming as well. So you need to consider both sides at the same time. So be confident in your ability not to take the market to do what you want, but your ability to remain consistent and disciplined in your approach. So always be confident on the things that is in your control, right? So for example, be confident that you will be able to handle anything coming on your way. Be confident that you can do it. Don't be confident that you're gonna make it 10% today, because then you need to make a trade which is not there. So that's how it is. Then everything will come byproduct of that, your ability to handle it. So hope that makes sense. Thank you. Good morning, welcome. Okay, so now let's look at, we can see that on gold, after this pullback, I was waiting to see that support. Okay, so here is the 1 hour local time frame on the 5 minutes. Here we can see the primary bounce on that zone after breaking that liquidity zone. And if I look at the GJ is just pushing high. So it's in a very strong uptrend. Did you prefer trading books? Did you prefer trading books? Yes, of course, of course. Books is the storehouse of knowledge. Okay, definitely. You can read books. Everyone has the different kind of interest. So either you can read books on trading, or you can study. So you can read books in trading. You can watch videos on trading, depending on your interest. Some people love reading books, and that's completely fine. You can read books to learn. And I personally, I read a lot of books, but because sometime I go for a long drive, so I also listen audiobooks as well. Because reading sometime books, because of the time currently I have, it takes some time because I'm a very busy schedule. So what I do when I drive, because I love driving sometime more often for a local trip, for weekend activities. So when I go for a drive, I just listen the audiobook, because if I'm driving for an hour or maybe 2 hours, I almost can finish one book while I am driving. So that's one way, depending on what you love. Maybe you can watch videos and at the same time read books. And also some audiobooks is much more interesting to listen. For example, like when there is a book that has an interview with a trader, so if you read, then you are imagining it, what they are saying, both person. But sometimes listening become more interesting because it looks like a live person talking to each other. So that's how also it works. So depending on your interest, but definitely books are very good way to, because what is a book actually? A book is a message from the thinking and mind of the writer. So what a real trader think is only you can learn from his book, right? For example, if you go to 100 years earlier, the older knowledge is sometimes very precious. So if you go back to 100 years earlier, and the trader, what he or she thought, you only can understand from his book, right? So that's how you can, it's much more easier to learn. Let me know if you find it useful. Can gold retest 2365 today. 2365. That means that breaking that high. Okay, so if gold managed to break the low, then it is possible, because there is FOMC, and also there is today there is a CPI. So CPI might make gold very volatile. Yes, because it is bullish, so we could see that bullish move. But if it goes the other way around, for example, it's coming to 2340 level, then we could see that very strong momentum to the upside. In fact, the most important part here is not to think that gold will test 2365, but to think that where gold is retesting, because we will not be buying from the top, or we will not be targeting at 2365, definitely not him, but I will be looking to see when the market is becoming overextended in the downside, so that we can get in with a very tight stop loss and can exit within the short period of time. Hello coach, have you opened any trade today? No, today, no, there is no trade so far today. There were. Don't know why I missed that information. So we had two running trades. Not now, earlier during the Asian session. So not in this live session. So in this live session, we haven't had any trade yet, but early we had trade that is running Euro AUD and NZD USD. So two swing trade running and waiting for further entry. So NZD USD is almost at entry, and Euro AUD. Yeah, Euro AUD also nearly at halfway. Expected to break down, but we see that it's just pushing high still. So expecting it to break in the direction. So Euro AUD, I expected it to drop further. Let's see what's happening. If the market remain bearish, then we might see that this trade working out. It came to profit and again has gone up for a pullback. Right, so if it is breaking down here, then we can expect it to come back down to the profit zone. This is Euro AUD, and while we can see that gold is, this is the 15 minutes on gold, and in this 15 minutes time frame there is a doji. Right, so I would like to see the price action on the lower time frame on gold and GJ. Okay, so Gbpusd, here we can see that expected pullback. Gold is now, we can see long wick doji is being formed. Gold here waiting for that retest. This is the daily support level here on gold. So there is an imbalance here a little bit on gold and waiting to fill that imbalance. So NZD USD, we had an early trade today, but the market is not moving as expected. But still, there's the 4-hour candle closed with a very narrow doji. I want to hold the trade still yet. Let's keep eye on gold here. Okay, so waiting for gold to break below and then to return back towards the upside. Okay, so far it's in a bit in a choppy manner in that area, while Gbpusd is was trending. All right, my dear, so here we will be waiting for gold to become a bit more overextended in that direction, because if you look at this market, this is the 30 minutes chart, still the price didn't come back to this support level. So expecting it to come back a bit more down, and that way also it will become overextended below the daily low, and then we can look for potential entry. Okay, so there is a smart money area here, and with that smart money zone, expecting for the price to drop and then to retest. So let's see how the market is doing here. I would appreciate your support to the channel by smashing the like button. If you enjoy this live session, we do open quite often, quite a few live trades. So if you are if you enjoy this live session, I would appreciate if you smash it, and also don't forget to subscribe. Trading community, what's the coach has just said? Harry, welcome. Hunter, welcome. Morning, everyone. Many thanks. Can you buy gold now? GU good for buy. So look here, it is forming potential head and shoulder before the 4-hour close on GJ, and the price action is highly bullish, so I wouldn't still go long until we see lower time frame coming to the higher time frame support. Okay, my dear, I'm looking to see the best trade possible in the market. Okay. We saw euro dollar has got a bullish reaction here. So basically the market might be turning to a bullish market slowly. We saw an inverted head and shoulder formation on euro dollar. There is a rejection from the support, but there is a big long red candle that is I'm hesitating to buy long because of that. Others I would definitely go long, but we'll see how the market is forming, and based on that we can look for entry opportunity. We'll keep eye on gold again. So here it is a bit of choppy at the moment on gold, and Gbpusd is, so this one is a very strongly bullish market. Any break of structure, especially coming to 192.52 level, we will be looking to see how the price action is reacting to that for any entry opportunity. Okay, now gold again trying to bounce back up, but you can see there are back-to-back 3 long week candle on the 15 minutes on gold, which is a bullish sign, a rejection, and again it's forming another sideways candle. So basically what I think that as CPI coming later today, for gold we might see a bit of sideways movement. You can see this is the 4-hour candle closing as a red So far it's a red narrow candle. The next one might even remain as a doji before it make a move. As CPI coming, I would like to be a bit of patient on gold, and CPI definitely will give a good good move later today because of the, there is a with the CPI, there is also CAD news coming, which is 11:45 p.m. Monetary policy report coming on CAD and BOC rate statement. Very important news for CAD. And quickly I will be looking at dollar CAD because that's in that instrument also giving good movement. So if we look at the dollar CAD, let's see, we saw that there was a long consolidation on dollar CAD. And if you guys looked at my weekly Forex forecast, I got a good feedback on dollar CAD weekly Forex forecast, including the Gbpusd. Guys, if you haven't watched the weekly Forex forecast, that I would recommend you to watch it right now on the channel. You can find it. Now, if you look at the dollar CAD here, you can see that the market has made a move and it's in a sideways. So basically, it's not getting enough fuel for a bounce. So we might see the dollar CAD is dropping down below the daily support level. So the bias on dollar CAD is down. So far we see a bit on a sideways movement. So if we see the dollar CAD is gathering liquidity, then we can look for any kind of selling opportunity, as currently in a bit in a choppy manner on the lower time frame. If we see enough breakdown, we can look for selling on dollar CAD. At this moment, not a very good to trade, but once we see the market has given enough entry opportunity, we'll be looking to trade on dollar CAD in the bearish side. So it's got a strong rejection, and I think the news might make it very volatile on dollar CAD, as later today coming on dollar CAD, we will be looking to trade that one, and we'll be covering that live in live trading dollar CAD and gold and GJ. So make sure guys you also join the next live coming up while we see Gbpusd just moving up without taking us in the journey. No problem. I think GJ, we could enter here, but I wanted a bit of pullback. We see that it's a very strongly bullish market and keep pushing high. No problem. Don't experience FOMO more often. I also miss trade, but missing trades sometime will give you more in-depth understanding of how the trade worked out. Okay, you might take the missing trade as something you missed, but I take I more often miss trade, but I take it as a big opportunity for learning and growth. And because if you miss a trade, analyze it, still think that you have taken the trade, because you will find those trades over and over again in the market. Next time you can spot it. So here we could enter, but I was waiting a bit more, but GJ has moved up. No problem. JC Livermore said that once the market will open tomorrow. So it's a 24-hour market, but it's a metaphor to cultivate patience as a trader. We do open quite a few trades. We have opened NZD/USD, and we can see that the market is going in our favor so far. 4-hour doji, expecting it to bounce. So this is where on NZD/USD we can see that there's a primary reaction to the upside on NZD/USD. So we'll be holding that to see what's happening. And Euro AUD trade also moving in our favor. Okay, so it's coming to the direction. Both of that we will be holding while we see that USDP are slowly getting volatile. And I will keep eye. And in the meantime, traders, if you are on the VIP channel, you can see all my trade that I'm sharing. Every trade that I'm opening, I'm also sharing in the community, where all the traders in Forex Trading Wizard Academy trading together. If you are not on the community where you can learn and grow as a trader, you can find a link below this video in the description. We do have a couple of spots to take on the mentorship program where you will be learning the real trading secret to become a consistently profitable trader. So don't miss out that opportunity. If you few spots left, you can find the link below this video in the description area. I would recommend you to join now to learn and grow as a trader. So with that said, today I might need to be out a bit earlier in this live session, but there is another live coming. As you know that in 3 hours time there is another live coming. We will be covering the CPI news. I would invite you to join that live session as well, as it's a very important live session coming. So don't miss out that live session as well with me, so that you can trade with me together, and stay tuned for that. So today I had a bit of commitment in a meeting, so I need to exit the live session a bit earlier, but still I will keep eye on the market so that we can have a better entry just after the CPI news released. And I will see you there again trading live together. Until that, if you have any question, I will invite you to join us today in the academy. You can find that link in the description area. So thank you for joining this live session, and I'll see you again. Okay, so I'll see you again trading live together, traders. Until that, stay well, stay happy. See you there.